Good morning, everybody. I bet that looked good. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Keep Your Power, brought to you by Promise Resource Network, the Disneyland of service providers in the world. Right? We're good. We're fun. Today, we're going to talk about names. Names we call ourselves, names other people call us, and how we can flip it a little. Just give me a clue. Raise your hand or something if somebody's ever called you a name that you didn't appreciate. Oh. Hell yes. When you were a kid? Was it cruel? Yeah. It is those names that people try to attach to us. No, I'm not going to go there. What are some of the names now? We know what they are. We know what they are, and they're ugly. Sometimes things are attached to us that aren't true, are unkind, or unnecessary, right? And that hurts. In the book Seeking Safety, it talks about how important words are and how words cut, and it's like we've got a lot of scars. People have cut us over the years, and it's hard to heal those wounds, right? But we're going to talk about that. We're going to flip it before the day is over because everybody's like, damn. It's a serious topic, but I want to be able to flip. I want to be able, when somebody comes up to me and says, damn girl, you're slow, I can say, I go at a good pace, so I make sure I get everything done. Wow. Flip it.
I'm on snail speed.
I'm meticulous.
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I? That's a good one.
I'm on snail speed.
I'm on snail speed. A joke does it, doesn't it? Sometimes when people use this language against us, we can deflect, right? We talked about how these words cut and how they stay with us. We can also have armor, can't we? Let me see what the word name means. Oh my goodness, they all disappeared. What's a definition of a name? What do you think when you hear about your name? Yes.
It's an identity.
It's an identity. Absolutely. It becomes part of us, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. It does. I don't know when, like a long time ago, people were named after what they did. Like Joe Carpenter or Jim, what do they call it when you do blacksmith, or different things, right?
I wonder how Joe Blow got his name.
Jesus.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. And then we go there. Just curious. Just curious. Oh, and then we go right into the gutter. I love it.
It was a ditch, I thought.
Okay, names were given to us based on what we did. Today, generally, names are given at birth, right? Mm-hmm. We get some kind of identification, even at the beginning of our lives. And there's an expectation. I feel bad for people who have names like Hope and Serenity, and because sometimes I don't have that. Yeah.
Nevaeh.
Yeah.
I love names.
Oh, wow. I know. They're beautiful, but they're hard to be the example sometimes. That expectation.
It's like you have to live up to a certain degree of whatever your name entails.
Absolutely. It does if that name is passed down and people respect that name, there's an expectation even higher on us in there.
Like a junior and then a second and third and so on and so forth.
So on and so forth. Absolutely. But names came, yes.
My oldest daughter's name is Delilah.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose that meaning. I like the name.
Uh-huh.
I don't care what Delilah did.
Yeah.
And even though they never talk about how Samson was a player himself in
Yep.
the Bible, but to me it means a beautiful woman can take a man's strength, and not physical beauty.
Yeah.
Inside beauty. And I know she's going to catch it for that. But Delilah had a lot of strength, but she just used it the wrong way.
Yeah. We choose these names. My mom wanted to call me Stephanie.
No.
And if I was named Stevie, if that was my nickname, I would not have had a chance in junior high. Stevie. Okay, because never mind. Okay, so I want to be able to choose the names I give myself. Right? I can't control what somebody else does. But if I come out of my home, whatever that is, ready to interact with the world, I need my armor. You know what I mean? I need to be able that when somebody comes up to me and tries to give me a name, I can deflect that. Right? I can deflect that. What do you think about that? How else can we deflect, or how else can we protect ourselves against name calling? Yeah.
For me, like I'm a junior, and I'm actually a third, so I'm a quarter. So I really had no identity. My father's father, we all named Porter, so the expectation for me to go down, I did kind of go down the same path my dad did of addiction.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like my mother she tried so hard not to allow me to see what he had gone through, and unknowingly I followed his footsteps. But what I did differently is found a community and found places that I can actually educate myself on why I was doing what I was doing and kind of stop the cycle. So it takes time from other people. It took a generation to him to go through what he went through, have me, and go through what I went through to be able to learn the lesson and actually be able to have a story of hope.
Absolutely.
And this is what it taught me.
Absolutely. But those expectations, I understand we don't want to go where we see other people go sometimes, right? Some friends of mine were, before I identified as a person pre-recovery, I saw a lot of people drink very heavily, and I helped them. Thank you. I know I helped them.
I'm not sure to help them like Karen.
Yeah, I know, a little slow. That's all right. You know, I'm deep.
I thought you may help them like pick them up.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta have fun. You gotta laugh this shit.
Budweiser's on your side.
Sharon's dragging, she's on your
Oh.
I was always a designated driver, and I kind of felt like I was an eight on my friends. Oh, Porter, he don't drink. So they knew that I wouldn't do anything like that. So they were like, oh, so I would just be witnessing them like, this is the boringest thing I've ever had in my life. But like, we see them like shit face, I'm like, but I see them like, but the conversations I had with them before they were intoxicated was great, but when they were intoxicated, I'm like, this is not community, this is not relationship.
Yeah.
We're not even communing with each other. Like, hey guys, how y'all doing? Like,
Who the hell?
I said, I'd appreciate being here where I have a community, we have conversation where we're not here for any kind of reason. We're just here because we want to be, not have to get drunk, not to have a party, just because we all want to be here and get conversation and get something from each other. Not just have fun and spend money. No, that's what's not sustaining for me. Those friends were not supposed to be there. They're supposed to teach me what I didn't want, but I wanted to fit in. So
they showed you what you didn't want.
Yes. One, I believe with some people, some but not all, that when I am educated on how powerful and devastating my words can be. I hope we're more careful. You know, you know what? Don't call me a damn old drunk. That hurts me.
Exactly.
That does. I want to be able to not accept these things. I want to be able to be around people that don't say shit that hurts me. Right?
I think people. I think people in my shoes, people can say whatever they want
Mm-hmm.
because it's what I feed energy to. Is what lets me,
Yeah.
is what gets me bothered. Because people have called me names for
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah.
I've always been like, as a kid, it was crybaby this and emotional this and that, and it's like that hurt then, but now it's like they're just assholes.
Yeah. It's people that our expectations won't meet. They the people that I've interacted with before that have tried to give me names that are negative. We know these words, don't we? And they cut. Yes, sir.
Like forever. People have called me shit that I don't know what it means. I mean, that's how I developed tough skin.
Yes.
I know what I'm saying. 'Cause, I know how to. I hear it. And I go home and I sit in my bed late, and I think about it like, damn,
Yeah.
Is that true? I do kind of walk
Wow.
kind of slow or whatever like that, or I do XYZ. But then I think about it. But hell, if I wasn't supposed to be like this, I wouldn't have made it through, and I wouldn't be here. God wouldn't have put me where this is where I need to be.
Yes.
Otherwise, I probably would be under there.
Yeah.
So there's always good and bad.
Yeah.
There's never bad with bad. That's just me talking. I mean, everybody got good light shine because there's angels everywhere in the world.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They got your back, my back, not just mine, but everybody. Everybody got to, be, God made you, so everybody got God in them. So that means we got eternal life.
I love that. I love that you're able to. What was I going to say? Damn.
Power words.
Words are hard. But that was beautiful. And when those words stick to us, when we're going home with them, right? When I'm sitting in my bed at night and that tape runs, is this true? Am I stupid? No. And if I can get to know, but it's hard when we're alone. If I can get to, this is bullshit. But that's hard when we're alone. Yes.
Having a word or having a name put on you is like a mental tattoo.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's like they engrave that name onto your memory, onto your soul.
Yeah.
And now you're asking yourself, like you just said, is that who I really am? But the more it's said to you,
Yeah.
the more it starts to stick.
Yes.
It's like the longer you play the dirt, the more you're gonna get dirty.
Oh, yeah.
So then you gotta ask yourself, am I gonna stay dirty or am I gonna clean myself off? It's time to take a shower.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
It sticks to us like dirt.
Yeah.
And if junior high was hell,
Oh, hell yeah.
oh, you ought to be a lesbian in a small town. It ain't fun. But yes, sir.
You said like words have power, but what's even more powerful is silence. Like
Ooh.
the silence gives you the chance to then have to figure out what's wrong. And also, I don't understand why we say that words have power. Then we say don't take things personal. I'm not gonna take anything personal that you say to me because sometimes what you're saying to me has nothing to do with me. It has to do with you. So if I keep that in my mind, like the main things you're saying about me, it's only demonstrating the height that you have within you. So
Yes.
I can feel empathy for you, and I can say, you know what? That's not true. I don't feel that same way. I don't have to get into an argument with you. If I know my truth, and I think like the words that I say to myself are more harmful than the words that other people have said about me. So it's about what I say about myself, and that's why I go for positive affirmations every day just to build myself up. So I know who I am before I walk out the door. So anybody else has to say, I already know I am this, I am that. I already know I'm this. I already know who I am. So what you
Yeah.
have to say about me really has nothing to do with me. So I'm able to live in it and not be attached to the words you say.
But that's hard.
But it takes practice for me because I know the
Yeah,
words
practice.
I say usually I don't even think about them. Usually you're not even like, oh, because usually it's in conversation, you're not like trying to hurt somebody's feelings, but even in joking, I can maybe hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah.
It's not intentionally. So
Yeah.
I maybe not take it personally, but maybe have a conversation like, I know you meant that in humor, but it really hurt my feelings. Because
That's it.
my intentions aren't always to harm anybody, but it could have.
And that's how we educate each other.
Let me know.
Because different words are harmful to different people. What one word, the B word, may not, you may use it all the time, and that's fine with your friends and whatever, but we need to know that these things can trigger people. You know? Yes,
I
sir.
think Porter just figured out the secret of how to turn into rubber, and the other people are glue.
Yeah.
Whatever they say bounces off of him and sticks to them.
Oh, I love that.
It's
Absolutely.
coming from them when it has nothing to do with me. It has to do more with you.
Yeah.
If you like, you're
They're not
in
happy.
pain. You're not.
Yeah.
Because when you're positive, you don't have time to be negative. So something's going on with you for you to do
Yeah.
that. So you're in pain. So
So can I be
yeah,
compassionate?
and so you know what? I can hear what you say and not cut you off and say, and like, you know what? I don't agree with any of the things that you said, but this is who I am.
Yeah.
And I can inform you who I am because you may be confused. You're a drug addict. No, you might be able to refresh your browser because I can update you who I am. Because sometimes you have to inform people about who you are because you don't know where I am in my journey.
And that's what it is. We can educate people about ourselves, about who we really are. Did you have something, darling?
Yeah. Another thing I want to say too. Well, what I want to say. Sometimes, like in dealing with children, when you're talking to kids and you little MF, you little such so,
Yeah.
you stoop,
Yeah.
some stuff like that. That plays an effect on a child.
Oh, yes.
Like coming up. So don't be embarrassed when you have some company around and you ask the child what their name is, and they tell them exactly the same word what you call them. Now I bet you'll stop then.
That's it.
But that's embarrassing though, right?
It is.
Okay.
What we call our
just
children. I thought my
imagine-
name was Damn It.
Yeah.
Sheer Damn It, get in here.
Yeah. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
it. You're exactly right.
But then when you think about it though, when the child say what they think that you was calling them and get in front of some upper class people
Mhm.
that you didn't want them to know that you had that kind of type of dirty mouth, you know, and then you say that in front of the child
Yeah.
say it in front of everybody, then you're like, oh my God.
We think it's
You
cute
know.
sometimes.
It's
Oh,
not
look,
cute.
they did. It's not, because when they say it in church, people get upset. Right? If we're in certain environments, if I have given this name to someone, especially a child,
Right.
it sticks.
Right.
Right?
And then they be so embarrassed.
Yes.
Just like the way you embarrassed about them telling what you calling them.
Yeah.
You know, in
Yep.
front of everybody. So,
I'm like a kid. I'm like a kid today. I'm growing up.
yeah.
But I remember some of those words, and I got to choose today. Am I going to accept it? Am I going to be what they say I am? That's the thing. That is. And that's a trigger. That's a trigger. What I want to do is choose to flip it. I love what you said, Porter, because in the interaction we have with someone and they call us a name or they make some kind of comment about us that is negative. I want to be able to understand that that person is coming from a hard place, because they wouldn't have called me that if they weren't in pain too. Right. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. I forgot.
Show them another way. Show them another way. That sometimes they don't know any other way to have a conversation. They argue with each other, and that's not the way to understand each other. Because the louder you are, the less I hear you. Because I'm just trying to defend myself now. Now I'm not. It's not a place where I can be vulnerable.
We model
example.
how to do things. Yes, sir.
mental and physical punching bag is what I like to call it. Because you got your parents, they've gone through their own trial and tribulations, and now they have a child, and then they start putting that stuff on the child.
Yes.
And you know, as kids, you know, they tend to hold on to stuff a lot easier. Kind of what's piggybacking off of what she was saying. But that's what happens. It's like you're being beaten down by all these words, and like I said, you can choose to stay in that, or you can choose to get yourself up and say, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not dirty. I am clean. I'm going to clean myself up.
Yes.
Because just because someone says that you're dirty doesn't mean you have to stay that way.
Everybody's journey is unique, and we can judge somebody's journey, right? Because it ain't like mine. We can't do that. Attaching that word to people is harmful, right? Okay, so what do we do? What do you do when we've got those words that harm us? What can we do to deflect or to shift up here? Yeah.
Me, I would approach, like, if someone's calling me a name or something that I don't like, or I don't like, I let them know it.
Okay, that's good.
And then, you know, I asked them, you know, to try to refrain from doing that because it's upsetting me.
It hurts.
But I
me.
mean business when I'm telling you not to call me that. But if they decide they want to still call me that, I just don't want to have nothing to do with
No,
it.
they're showing me who they
And
are.
then they showing me who they are. Like, I tell them, I'm not Kuta. You know, you're not going to name me what you want to name me, like you master or somebody. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And it's like this right here. I'd rather stay away from you and avoid you, you know, and then just make sure that we don't come in contact where you even got to say anything else to me, because after that, I don't want you saying nothing else to me.
What is it? Fool me once, shame on you.
Right.
Fool me twice, shame on me. I don't want to be around these people.
Right.
Right. I don't want those words to get in me today, because they were in me when I was little, from school, from everywhere. Right.
And it's
so
like
what?
Verbal abuse.
Yeah, we can protect ourselves that way. What's another way we can uplift ourselves to get over those words? Hey, Crystal, she says, good morning, everybody. What's the subject for today? I have no idea. How words can harm and help. All right. Affirmations. I don't like no damn affirmations. They're stupid.
The joy in life is to give love, not to receive.
Uh,
I used to have that on my mirror.
Nice. Nice. So can you say it again?
The joy in life is to give love, not to receive love.
I think it's a
To
healthy
give.
balance.
To
Yeah,
give.
healthy balance.
Yeah.
You know, we all,
Give and take.
yeah.
I thought it was bullshit. I honestly did. When my sponsor said, you need to put affirmations on your mirror, I was like, well, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Right? That's not going to, those words are not going to change the way I feel. And yet they did.
It worked.
They do work, don't they?
I look in the mirror and read it every morning. Oh.
But I do something like every morning. Sometimes when I'm in the bathroom, when I get out of my shower, I just look at myself in the mirror and I just say, boy, aren't you gorgeous?
Oh, nice. Man, if I look in the mirror when I'm naked, where did that come from, and when did that get so fast?
I got it from my aunt.
There you go.
She's a pastor. And she just knows she gorgeous.
That's it.
You know.
That's that word that counteracts, that can kill what's been said before.
And,
yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry.
And when you already got the evil eyes looking at you because you're already cute, I can't because I'm pretty.
That's right. I know what I am. That's it. Yes.
Practicing positivity is an antidote to negativity
Yes.
that was brought to into your life. So
I love it.
It's just like taking good medicine, you know.
Yeah.
To heal yourself. When you're saying, oh, you're combating that stuff with something positive. You look in the mirror and say, you know what? I don't see what they see. I'm a beautiful person, or I am stronger. People say, oh, you're weak, but you can prove yourself that you're strong. It's about what you say to yourself.
Yes.
And it's because if you practice negativity, all you're going to get is negative.
Yes.
If you practice positivity, it'll get to the point where you'll become positive.
Yes.
And I know it's easier said than done.
Yeah, it is. It is. That when we try to deflect other people's words are really hard, but it is about what's up here. It's what I accept into my spirit. And I want to be able to set myself up for success.
Right.
Right. So if I do certain things, the probability is like math, chances are it'll happen. Right. So if we do A, then you do B and you get C. Right. I didn't do that right because I didn't.
Yeah, but I just say, I refuse to let any evil come upon my
Mhm.
body or my beauty.
See, that's wonderful. I love what you said too about love.
And actually, I'm impressed. Because my life is not that exciting. If people gossip and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
talk about me if you please, or I'll talk about you
Right.
please. What my
Yep.
father used to say.
Oh, wow.
I know. He used to say that. You know,
Yeah.
My grandma,
And,
my grandma
I mean,
used to
I'm
say,
flattered.
"Talk about
you
Jesus."
think my life is that exciting? You're going to gossip about me?
That's it.
I appreciate
Gossip
I
hurts.
appreciate you.
We talked about gossip the other day and how it can destroy things. Yeah.
She always say, make sure you're right.
Mm.
I ain't realized that till I got older. And my aunt, she's dead now. She's
Yeah.
like 80-something years old. She's saying, always keep your head up.
Yeah.
And she was 8 years old when she told me a story. My granddaddy back in the day used to sell moonshine. I look like him, she said. Before she died, she said, I don't know what came to it. Might have been, flashbacks. Anyway, she said, he just reminded me so much of my daddy. It looked just like my daddy was. They came down, them white people, about 50 of them. I was 8 years old. I was like, you was 8? He said, yeah, I was 8. They came down there looking for your granddaddy. They couldn't find the moonshine and nothing like that. But anyway, it was him. And she said, she was like 8 years old. For that age, I still remember that.
Yeah.
You know, the stuff that she been through. Because I come from an alcoholic family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing stuff as a kid growing up. But I always had some educated people in my family. And they always considered me to be straight.
Did those people, were they more careful? Those people that had been exposed to different things, were they more careful with the words they used?
A lot of them just be straight up with you.
Yeah.
Whether it hurt your feelings
Ooh.
or not. I respect that. I always raised up. They wanted-
Thank
they-
you.
They wanted you to take that. Because they want me to come out this world not to, being a man, he's always told to be a man. So we got in this world, they want me to be soft, not in this world. I want the world, I want to be by myself. So that's how the atmosphere I was raised in.
That can affect us
Yeah, that's no
greatly. That's what.
And it took me years later to find out because I was a very mean person.
Yeah.
Say something to me, I'm like, okay.
I whoop your ass.
3 seconds, I'm thinking about, I'm gonna put him on the ground.
That's right.
Nowadays,
You're right. You know what? You had a good point. If somebody says something to me, they need to watch the words, right? Because words are critical. How you tell me something, but sometimes I need to accept guidance, but it's got to be put to me in a certain way.
Right.
Not, you're stupid. You need to work harder. No, that doesn't work. Right? Yes, sir.
Because people is a choice. You
Ah.
can choose to listen to them or you can choose not to. Everybody in here, like, you can tell me something good, I can choose to listen to that. Or I can choose, like this conversation, I could not listen to it. People are a choice, just like your mom and your daddy. They're a choice. Everybody in the world is a choice. That's all I gotta say. But
It is what we put into our heads. We can deflect. I don't want that to stay. It used to stay. I don't want that to stay today. I want to say the opposite of it. I have proven that I'm smart. I have proven that I'm beautiful.
Right.
I've proven that I'm different.
Right.
I'm proven that I'm not that person. Don't call me that. I don't accept that. Hold on, I'm going to get Crystal. She says, every day I wake and do breathing techniques and tell myself, Lord, it's another day of adventure with my patient. I tell myself I can do this. Today I am a stubborn one. It's okay to deal with challenges. I slowly work with them. Before you know it, we're all happy. My challenge is to be careful of what I say. Absolutely. A challenge of attitude could be good or bad. What's in me comes out. depending on my words,
Mhm.
right? And I want to choose people that have good words to say about me because I want those to stick. I got to do my part though. You know, we always say faith without works is dead. If I can, who was it? Wonder Woman? with her things, right? All right. That's hard. But sometimes if I can do that, if I can say, I don't accept that, I am not that, and say in the mornings, you're smart. You know what? You good looking. What you laughing at? Anyway.
Ain't nothing wrong with
That's
that.
right. That's
'Cause
right.
I'm imagining myself. 'Cause
That's right.
I really gets it on anymore.
Well, I tell you what, we're gonna shut down, but I want to say one thing to everybody in here. You're worthy. You're capable. And because you know me, I love you. Do I love people?
Yes.
I do. I do. Without, yeah.
It's analyzation.
Hold on.
It's analyzation. You just don't stick and believe. It's just like going after religion and you say, "Oh, I'm just going to follow this because everybody else follows it."
Yeah.
You're going up with what other people believe, but without doing your own analyzation. You have to analyze why they say this about you.
Yeah.
Why should you believe it?
Yeah.
You have to break yourself down sometimes and say, "Am I this?" Or even if I am right now, is this who I really am?
To assess that, to say, is this something I need to work on? Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Is there truth in this?
Right. Or magnifying it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're magnifying it. They're making it bigger. Ford, did you say something? Have something?
Most times, like even with comedy, I said it's not about reception. It's not about intention. It's about reception. It's not about how you intended to be funny. It's about how people are receiving it. But I understand, but you have a choice not to watch it. And I have a choice. I don't have to watch things that offend me.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to watch something that's going to offend me. I have a choice to find something that I find enjoyment in. So
that's it. That
changes. You have the right to
changes.
say what you want to say. I can't be offended by something that you speaking your truth. You can speak your truth, but I don't have to listen to it.
Yes.
That's my choice. Why would I go like, no, that's my choice. I can be offended by everything around me or just find things that lift me up.
You know, I don't know if I do this when somebody around me is talking negatively, I try to put positive in it. I try not to do it with them. Right? Sometimes that's hard. Yeah. But I hum. Because I don't want to listen to it and I want to block it out. If you have headphones, put them on. That's subtle and effective, isn't it? I ain't gonna listen to your ass, put the headphones on. Oh, Crystal says, yes, you do love every single one of us. I do. And I want you to have that word that counteracts. I believe if you see negative, it's good to express yourself, but be mindful of others. You could bring up anxiety. You can trigger people with our words, right? So we need to be careful. We need to love, right? We need to love people enough to give them words that build, right? We need to be careful, right?
And then sometimes you love them afar.
Yeah, some people you gotta love afar. Like a fire?
No,
afar.
But if it's a fire, then let it be.
I am getting so southern. Far. I called my cousin one day and I said, "Yeah, Sandy's eating grains," and she said, "Grains?" I said, "No, grains." She said, "What?" Greens. Grains.
Oh, yeah.
Words affect us, right? Words are powerful. They can cut or they can heal. Oh, no. Yeah.
Incorrected all the time.
Yeah.
Constructive
criticism.
Yeah.
We don't like that shit.
No, we don't.
We're on the job or something, we get some assholes on the job.
Oh,
you can be with them, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
They know every fucking thing. That's what really pisses me off. I just let them fall into their own shit. I feel like, hey, you think you know every damn thing? Hell, I'm not gonna tell you shit. Go on by yourself. You rule the world. I stay away from them type of things.
Yeah. Yeah. I try to stay away from assholes too. There's a line of them outside ready to talk to me though, right?
We was trying to be quite
Oh,
proper, but I
you were
guess
good. You're good. You know how I do. Oh, you're good. I love you all, and I love you out there. Be careful with your words. Be careful with what you accept. We are powerful people. We're worthy. We're capable. We're loved. That's good shit right there. Put it on your mirror, right? I want to thank everybody here. I want to thank Crystal. Felice Jr. There we go. We got a junior. All right. Thank you. From my heart, thank you. You have helped me get over some words, and I love that. I love that. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate y'all out there because, just because, you know what? And that's enough. That's enough. All right. We'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you in a minute. But keep peace, share love, and go out there and have a good weekend. All right.